out of time.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Screenstars. I'm here today to bring you my review for the 2022 Jurassic World sequel, Jurassic World Dominion. A film that is directed by Colin Trevorrow and it stars Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, Laura Dern, Sam Neill, Jeff Goldblum and Campbell Scott. Right, obviously this is the third film in the Jurassic World franchise and the sixth Jurassic Park, Jurassic World film overall. And this combines the legacy characters from the first film with the characters that have been in the last three Jurassic World films. And it focuses on, it's set a few years after the last film. Owen and Claire are living off-grid with the granddaughter of the person from the last film. They're trying to keep her safe, and then Blue, their dinosaur, or Owen's dinosaur that he trained, has been in the last couple of films, has had a child, and that child is kidnapped by the evil Campbell Scott's character. Of course, there's an evil corporate guy in this film, as there is in all these films, it would seem. And also their daughter is taken. So they have to head off to try and get her back. But at the same time, there's another storyline going on where some locusts are like destroying the crops everywhere, basically. And it's going to lead to like a world famine, it's been predicted. So Laura Dern's character is tipped off that this is, again, the result of the evil Campbell Scott character, who is created these locusts so that he could sell his own crop. And he wants to bring she wants to bring Sam Neill, Alan Grant on board with her to try and prove this. And they have been given access to this dinosaur sanctuary where the evil Campbell Scott character is living and working and his labs are based. And Ian Malcolm, played by Jeff Goldblum, works there and brings them in so that they can all prove how evil Campbell Scott is. And then all the characters all combine as their goals meet at some point in this film. Right. Tried my best to explain this film because there's a lot of plot lines firing off in all different directions here with this film. But overall, what are my thoughts on Jurassic World Dominion? It's actually okay. It's watchable. It's certainly watchable. I've seen some really vicious reviews of this. People calling it dumpster fires and all sorts of things. And sorry, but that's just not accurate. It isn't. Is this film like jaw-droppingly good? No. But it's a bit silly. And yes, there's plot holes everywhere. But it's a Jurassic World / Jurassic Park film. Show me one of those films where they're not silly and the concept isn't stupid. They're all silly. They're all daft. They're all not meant to make sense. They're all supposed to be family adventure movies. Your films you can go to see with your family and have a good time watching. And that is essentially what you'll get from this film. Just don't expect much more. The effects, I think, are really, really good. The action set pieces, I think, are done really, really well. Is there any standout Spielberg moments that you got in the first, certainly the first and some in the second film? I can't think of any, them really high tension built moments. But Colin Trevorrow is no Steven Spielberg. He's been asked to deliver a formulaic, high budget adventure dinosaur film. And that is exactly what he's done. He's done exactly what he was instructed to do. And this is a satisfying film to watch from that perspective. I thought the idea of obviously including the legacy characters, the Ian Malcolm, Alan Grant and Ellie characters was a very, very good one. Were all the characters utilised well? I think that's a debate that, super fans of this franchise could possibly have. I thought they did all right. I was at one point I was a bit concerned we weren't getting much Ian Malcolm, but he had his moments to shine as well. Jeff Goldblum. I mean, the guy's a legend, and I actually thought Laura Dern and Sam Neill were pretty good here in this film. In regards to how their characters were used and utilized. Honestly, I thought the characters that probably came off worst in this were the Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard characters. But you could argue about that with all the Jurassic World films. They've not really been written as particularly interesting. And this time, Chris Pratt has no sense of humour. So I think as each film has gone on, he's lost more of his personality. He's just a very, very generic, heroic character in this one. Very, very little to him. And I think it shows in stark contrast when you compare him to like the legacy characters, in a sense of, you know, they've really got identities and personalities and all this kind of stuff. And I'm getting a bit fed up of the Chris Pratt hand thing that he does in this film, and there's a few other characters do it as well in this film, and it's just, come on, guys, we get it. It was quite inventive in the first film, but, you know, trying to do that crap to, you know, massive carnivores, it's not gonna work. He ain't Crocodile Dundee. So yeah, I think some of the tropes they use in this film are certainly getting very, very tired by now. But I mean, honestly, guys, if you want a throwaway, entertaining dinosaur film to finish off this series of Jurassic World films, you know, I don't really know what you could expect more from this film. Yes, the plot and the script is all questionable, but it's entertaining. You know, it's entertainment for the eyes. And there's been a few films like this year, this year, you know, Morbius and others, that, you know, I've given a very standard 7 out of 10. They don't excel in any real area, but they don't massively disappoint either. They're entertaining for what they are. And if you can go into the film, to the cinema screen with your eyes open, expecting to be hopefully entertained with some big budget special effects and some fun characters that, you know, you remember from all this franchise, then this will probably make you fairly happy. If you're going to go in expecting film of the year material and you want to have your socks blown off and you come out of the cinema thinking, wow, that's the best film I've seen in the last 5 years, then you're going to be disappointed. And if you go into this film expecting to hate it because there are people programming you on social media and the internet and YouTube to go into this film to hate it, then that is exactly what you will do. Just go in there, make your own mind up, and hopefully you'll have a good time with this one. Just don't expect miracles. So I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope you found it useful. Thank you very much for watching, and I will be back with more reviews and content on the channel very, very soon.